We wanted Unity to be sort of a restart of the brand, right? So we looked at all the other games that we had. AC1 had these type of open-ended missions. The issue was always variety, was that we didn't have all the systems to support them to make this actually varied enough throughout the experience. Now that we have all the city stuff, all of those different missions, those pillars, those different gameplay blocks, we can do that again, but do it right this time, you know, ready for next gen. All we give you at the beginning is an objective, sort of could be like kill a target. So we give you that mission, the objective, we show you what the playground is. So we show you with a camera, like a sort of a bird's eye view camera, this is your playground, and we give you stats. Like in this mission, you have, for example, 1 special assassination, you have 10 secret entrances or whatever, like all those stats. And then we just let you play around and try to approach the mission the way you want to approach it. The idea is to use your imagination, your wits, your own unique playstyle, and all of the different skills and gear elements that you actually get in the game to do it your own unique way. But the important thing is this mission area is sealed off, contextually, because of something happened in the game.
Right.
And then the idea is find your own unique way of infiltrating it and then accomplishing the mission. So it's as open-ended as you want it to be, right?
Are you guys doing anything to discourage just outright mayhem and chaos, just me charging in with a sword and a gun and just taking on an enemy that way? Is it like, do you kind of want people to be a little more stealthy and kind of take their time?
We want that because it makes more sense, right? But you can still try the gung-ho approach, right? You can just try charging the guards, but what you'll find is that our combat is a lot more challenging. So it isn't, you know, where guards before waited their turn to strike. They don't do that anymore. They actually try to coordinate. So the more guards there are, like if there's 3 guards, the third one will just draw a gun and try to shoot you. So the idea is that not only do you have to take care of like guards individually, but you have to make sure to dance between them to actually destabilize them so they don't coordinate. Right. So you can try to do that, and some people that are really good at fight might actually be able to pull it off. But one thing we've done though is we've given you the tools to be able to break that cycle, hide, you know, reset the stealth loop. Certain elements we had to change for that. First of all, you know, we have smoke bombs, real smoke bombs, like not, you know, people cough. These are like, it fills the space with smoke, right, and it breaks line of sight. We have other bombs that are sort of like flashbangs, like very bright magnesium bombs, and it also allows you to sort of escape. There's still the ingredients, like haystacks, hide spots, stuff like that. But fundamentally, we changed the way guards see you. Now the way that guards see you, they actually have a last known position, and you'll actually see a visual element. But the idea of making it more readable, more predictable, actually allows you to plan, and you can even manipulate guards with last known position. You know, head them into a trap, for example. Yeah. So it's really a combination of many things. Even the way that the HUD works, the way that you are seeing that guards are detecting you. They used to be NPC-centric, so there was this triangle over NPCs' heads, and you saw them in triangles filling up. Right. And you know, he's detecting you, boom, he's detected you. What we did now is for all guards that are behind you, there's sort of a ring around the character, and it shows you that feedback element on the HUD. The difference is that now you can't get surprised. A lot of times you thought you were being really sneaky, you get detected because you didn't see the guards that were behind you. Yeah. So by giving you the combination of all these different elements really makes stealth brand new in ACU.
In the earlier games, you would sneak up on a target, you would assassinate him, triggers the conversation, mission over. But here, like, it's harder to just jump from the rafters, kill a guy, and expect it to be all over, right?
Exactly. The mission is over when you've actually left the area. So every single assassination mission, we wanted to make sure you could complete it stealthily, which wasn't always the case before. Certain missions, we tried to do it, but certain missions you just couldn't. It was just impossible. You just needed to run away from conflict, right? This time you can actually do it stealthily. You can vanish without anybody ever knowing that you're there, except for the dead guy. It was really important for us to change that, because we felt that, you know, it isn't over. Like the assassination isn't. Like you're supposed to be an assassin, right? You're supposed to vanish into thin air. You're the blade in the crowd. We wanted you to be able to play like that.
Speaking of the crowd, how do the crowd dynamics affect these types of black box missions? Because it seems like blending into the crowd, maybe inciting a riot or something like that. It seems like there's a lot of opportunities there.
You know, all our missions are more open-ended, right? They're all more flexible, and whether it's a black box mission or any other mission, the crowd and the city plays an intricate part. Traditionally in AC, we most often turned off the sandbox during missions because we didn't want it to screw up the actual mission steps. This time we actually embrace it. We want there to be chaos. We want you to be able to like start a fight and have 10 people in the actual crowd take up arms and fight and protect you because you're being attacked by these extremists, right? We want that stuff to happen. We want your experience, your playthrough to be unique.
So it seems like one of the ways where it actually can be really different is depending on how you build up your character. Like how can missions like these vary depending on what you've done?
When we started experimenting with co-op, with our shared experience, what we realized was that to make the experience cool when you're playing together with friends is that if you're complementary. To be able to do that, we had to have, people be different. We had this, we have this since AC2, right? You can customize Ezio, you get all these different costumes, all these weapons. The thing is that before they used to be purely aesthetic. Right now, every gear element actually has an impact on gameplay. The hood might make you, blend faster into a crowd. The boots will make you fall from a greater height without, harming the character. So all of these different elements will start making each character sort of unique, right?